Hi, I'm Karen Tate, and welcome to our Goddess Calling video series. I'm here today with Amalya Peck from the Goddess Studio in Escondido. Amalya was one of the contributors to Voices of the Sacred Feminine. She's also been on my radio show by the same name, Voices of the Sacred Feminine, on Blog Talk. And we're down at Escondido today on a road trip, and I thought it would be fun to have Amalya come over and talk about what it's been like to have one of the few goddess temples in the world in her own backyard. So Amalya, why don't you tell me and tell listeners, how did the Goddess Temple of Escondido come along, and what has it been like running it? For how long have you been doing that? It's been a while now, I think.
Yeah, we're celebrating, going into our 12th year this year. Founded it in 2003, and it was a dream come true to create a center, a sacred space primarily for women, but also men are welcome at certain events. And we have quite a gathering and community now who've been enjoying this space and all the activities that I've been offering there. The place is called the Goddess Studio of Escondido, and it's not a temple in the terms of it being a nonprofit, church-like organization. It's more of a studio where we come together and enjoy art, crafts, belly dance classes, and rituals, and Sabbath gatherings, and different kinds of workshops and concerts as well. So it's the term studio kind of brought in all the aspects of creativity that I think is a very important quality to bring back into the sacred feminine consciousness.
So how did you become inspired to take on such a big project?
Well, I came into the goddess through my art, and realized that when I was taking a Master's in Arts degree, it was actually a Master's in Arts and Consciousness at John F. Kennedy University in Orinda, California. And during the course of that 3-year study, I was looking for my own personal vision in my art. And I came across some images of the goddess. I was able to take a class on the goddess. And when I first saw some of these images, the first one I saw was the Cretan snake priestess holding these snakes up like this. And I was blown away. I said, where was that icon? Where was that image of a woman empowered holding her snakes bare-breasted, and it was a revered image? Where were those kind of images when I was growing up that could inform and inspire me spiritually as well as visually and artistically, and enhance my life as a woman, as a spirit woman on a spiritual path? And so I did my whole graduate program around creating images of the goddess. And I painted these giant scrolls. They're bigger than life size, 5 feet by 10 feet tall. And I presented them for my graduate exhibition. And while I had my exhibition, I was able to rent a whole gallery space in Berkeley. And I had the whole facility to myself to decorate however I wanted, and I had it for a whole month.
Wow.
So I said, this is going to be a sacred space for the feminine. And I had my paintings hanging in there, and I had altars set up. And then during the course of the month, I had my graduate show in which I displayed the paintings through dance, ritual, and poetry. And then the next weekend I put on a spring equinox ritual. And then the weekend following that, I did a women's dance concert of all different women I knew from the area who belly danced and offered dance as a sacred form of expression.
So this was a little taste of
So
what
that
was
was the
going to
taste,
come. But
yes.
did you have any inkling what the next decade was going to look like?
I didn't, because at the time I lived up in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, and I had no idea that I'd moved to San Diego and have a home where I could have a property big enough to actually build a separate facility, a goddess studio space, and then be able to bring women together. So I had no inkling, but I remember standing in the gallery space, looking at my 3 scrolls hanging there, and I thought, boy, boy, this feels so good to have a space where we can come and we can see these amazing women beings on the wall, deities.
And let it be a permanent
And
thing.
be a permanent thing where we could dance and we could get naked and we could sing and we could do art and feel that as an avenue of empowerment. So I remember standing there looking at the paintings going, Goddess, we have to bring this into reality.
So what steps did you actually take? Was it serendipitous? Was it a laser beam focus? How did it become a reality?
You know, it was kind of gestated, like the Goddess does. And I spent about 2 years, and I brought women together for visualization times. And I originally wanted to do something like a huge center of the sacred feminine, where it would be big facilities and gardens and arenas and places for big retreats and celebrations. So I had that vision going for a couple of years, and then I thought, you know, maybe I should just start a little bit smaller and build community first, because I was new to San Diego. And I thought, I've got the land here on our home property, and I've always wanted to have my own space for doing my art and dance. So why don't I just build a temple, build a space here now? And so we did. My husband and I had designed a standalone facility on our home property. And he got his workspace upstairs, and I got the Goddess studio downstairs.
Wow, that just goes to show you, you better be careful what you wish for, because it really might come true.
It might. I had no idea what I was getting into.
So I think we might be coming close to the end of our interview. Did you want to maybe give us a quick wrap on what the temple looks like and how people can reach you if they're in Escondido and might want to see what you have going on?
Yes. The studio is about 680 square feet, beautifully furnished and pointed with my art mostly and other sacred art. And it's we have a little nook and a little kitchenette and a patio and of course the gardens of my home. So it's a beautiful, beautiful facility, very inspiring. And I've been holding different kinds of events still over the years. I do the 8 Sabbats of the year through our Goddess Studio meetup. And I do, of course, belly dance classes still. And we have our different workshops and special events. I host, bring in people to do concerts. So we have an art play shop that we've been doing all last year that was wonderful. Also, last year I hosted and created and presented a year-long priestess training program, and hope to start that up again, if not later next year, then in 2017.
Okay.
So I invite you to come explore the studio online or down here if you're in Escondido, and come visit and come play and celebrate the Goddess and her beautiful Goddess studio.
It is truly a beautiful, beautiful space, and we're so lucky in Southern California to have it available. So highly recommend it if you're in the area, you want to check it out. And your website, Amalya?
So look me up. It's www.goddess, GODDESS-studio.com.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank
and
you.
Look forward to working with you in the future as we have been.
We will. Thank you.